we had our mom on the show. We had our dad on the show. So we thought it would be fitting to have our sister on the show. So we got our sister right here and her husband, who, if you've watched one of my Desolation Wilderness videos, you'll see that he's a backpacker now. So he made the cut.
Yes.
Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You gotta get these microphones like a fist.
I swear you say that to every single person that comes.
No, gotta say this.
They're like, put the microphone closer to you.
So, and are we getting happy birthday? Yeah,
It's
also
Kevin's birthday.
Oh, it's
my
Kevin's
birthday
birthday.
today. So we thought it'd be fitting. We were so also I guess before we get started, so we kind of talk about this a lot on our videos, but these two live in the Lake Tahoe area. Not on the California side and the Nevada side.
Luckily.
So
Yes.
they brought us, this is actually, a pretty well-known bourbon, Smoke Wagon bourbon from Vegas. I actually haven't tried it yet.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know about it.
That is good.
Andy requested that.
That's good.
Yeah.
How much was this?
Yeah.
Not bad. It was like $35.
Yeah, 30 something.
Okay. Nice. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's got a little bit more rye in the batch. You can taste the spice.
I don't know where you can buy this. If you can buy this outside of Reno,
You
can
can.
you?
Lee's
You can.
discount liquor.
It's out of Vegas.
I've never seen this in Ohio.
You can get it every once in a while. Not in Ohio.
It's a pretty
but
sweet bottle too.
yeah.
Yeah, it has like revolvers on it.
Oh,
Shit.
always happens. Hold on.
What just happened?
You lost the camera.
You'll see.
Are our voices still recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still going. Sorry, camera's coming back.
Anyone who's watched this show knows that.
God, what kind of budget do you have for this thing?
This is kind of a lot. Yeah, this is. That was $700.
Yeah. So
I won't spill my vodka tonic.
Yeah.
I thought that was water.
you're allowed to openly drink on the show. Yeah,
Agreed.
obviously. So kind of like we did with our parents, we don't really have a set thing. People will surely ask some questions, but we kind of started so first, you're ardently anti-backpacking, correct?
Correct. No.
Camping.
Sleeping outside.
Why won't you sleep outside?
Well, I am such a horrible sleeper in the perfect conditions.
Just take this.
Yeah, why? So why can't you drug yourself?
Well, it might make a difference if I have slept outside, but it might make a difference if my first foray into backpacking would not include having to take care of my children overnight as well.
I feel like at least one of your children is a self-sufficient backpacker.
Yeah. They take care of themselves.
You'd think that,
But
you throw the mom in the mix and people are no longer self-sufficient.
Hey, pay attention.
Yeah. So
And-
our nephew's off camera
Yeah.
manning the production here.
I just, I will hike all day.
But you just can't sleep?
Michael has come up with a new plan. He wants to take his new car and do a sleeping situation where are we going?
Well, it's kind of car camping.
Car camping.
It's a good way to dip the toes in.
And it's one night and there's no hiking involved.
No.
So I said, what do you do?
You sit around and you
And you can't
cook
have
steaks.
Well, so here's the thing. It just came out last week in Nevada. They have cut all campfires indefinitely
That
because
makes
of
sense.
human.
That's how it was when I was there. So we're talking about the Tahoe area. So when I was there last year, you couldn't have campfires. I feel like that's got to be that's normal for them.
Well, I think for this time of year, but not for always. So there's a lot of people really upset about it.
But I will say, when you don't have to make a campfire,
It's easy.
your camp life becomes much more straightforward. You just start drinking immediately.
But again, I will have the 2 children with me. So my husband...
You can give them Benadryl.
Oh, I will. We have no problem with that. No, I just think maybe my first sleeping experience needs to not involve having to worry about a kid sleeping.
You don't worry about it.
What did you do? What were some tips to get this thing to sleep?
He didn't.
He was tired.
And then on the drive home, he was like, "What do you think Mommy's gonna say when I tell her I didn't sleep all night?"
I feel like your first night in the woods, you shouldn't expect to sleep.
Yeah,
I
zero.
explained that to them, but they don't want to sleep more than one night in the woods. So
Yeah.
See, the second night, you're so tired from not sleeping the first night. How
Yeah.
did you sleep your first night in the woods? Was your first night in the woods with me?
It was, yes.
So,
Wow.
quick backstory. So, Michael, we got to talk about how you got into backpacking. But Michael and I did a night in the Desolation Wilderness last year, and he used a bunch of mine and Andy's gear. So that was your first. You can watch. That's on video. Not many people have their
That's
first time
right.
backpacking on video. That was your first night sleeping in the woods ever?
I mean, I've done camping before, but it was at
Okay.
like a campground.
How did you sleep? I'm trying to remember. How did you sleep that night?
shitty. He did.
Yeah.
Don't let him lie to you.
I think my Manhattan might have been a little too strong.
I remember the pillow was very sweaty. The pillow was very sweaty too.
Yes, it was.
Shout out to Outdoor Vitals. they
You-
gave us that pillow.
You gave a solid review of that pillow.
Yeah. But
Actually, that's what Nicholas is sleeping on now.
see, you're all the shitty gear to your kids. So, but did you get some sleep?
Yeah, I got some sleep.
Did you still have a good time even though you didn't have good sleep?
Yeah.
So it's still possible.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many nights have you done since then?
2 more.
Okay.
1 night each.
Okay.
Yeah,
and did you
nice.
sleep better after you've
Yeah.
done it? Okay.
Yeah, much better.
They-
And like the second time I drugged, he took some benefit.
I was gonna say, second time I drugged my son.
So he slept better the second time.
That's good.
And they were in a more ideal backpacking sleeping location. It was cooler. It was by water. It was near where
It
you guys had
wasn't
gone.
buggy at all, which is nice.
Yeah.
Was it buggy when we went? I'm trying to
A little
remember.
bit.
It was a little bit, right? Yeah.
Oh my God, though.
What?
Okay, I have to tell you this. So we always make fun of. Okay, so we moved to Nevada a year ago. Yeah, almost exactly a year ago.
Bourbon's good.
And everybody, when they find out
Yep.
when they find out you are from somewhere other than California, because the Californians are flooding the city
This
of
is
Reno.
a good thing to talk about. Most
Yeah.
people don't know about what's happening.
Why?
Yes.
But why would you want to leave California?
I don't know.
This was before COVID. You know what? You should explain this to people listening because most people don't know this is happening.
Yeah, so Reno, well, to back it up further, Michael knew he needed to be looking for a new position because where he was at in Ohio was
Not good.
not do great. So he had looked at positions in different parts of the country, one of which was in Buffalo, New York. And
We need a puke sound effect.
I know. Well, it is beautiful there, but
It's
I mean
pretty,
the
just a
winters,
winter.
yeah, and it's only a 6-hour drive from all of our family because if you don't know, Michael,
No, people
we
don't. People
need
don't
to
know.
back it up further. So let's go age.
Okay.
So Kevin turns not 37 today, according to Anne Marie.
Or 38.
He thought I was 32.
Okay, well you turned 34 today.
Turned 34 today.
Andy is 37.
Yep.
And I am 40.
God, we're old.
I will turn 41 later this month.
We are old.
But Michael and I have been with each other since we were 16. And then these two were 10 and I can't do the math.
Young. I was
Young,
10?
yes.
I'm 7 years younger than you.
Yeah. So
So you were 16?
you were 9.
So I was
then.
9.
Yeah. And he would have been 12.
Okay.
So Michael has been in our life a long time.
Uh-huh.
Why was I saying that?
I don't know.
No,
Where
I
you're
don't
going
know.
with
I don't
this.
know.
You're like, we need to back it up. I didn't realize we had to go to like the early 90s.
No, this had something to do. Oh, so all of our family, except for the 4 of us and our 2 children, do not live in Columbus, Ohio. Every single person in our family lives here.
Yep.
You know, my wife didn't realize until today that you have a sister, that they have
No.
other cousins.
He has 2 sisters, actually.
No, I know, but she was like, they have other cousins? I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they're older. So we are the only ones that have left the nest, literally. And we've been all over. We've moved a few times. So anyway, Michael said, we needed to be looking at other cities. So he finally says, you can tell a story.
How'd you get to
You gotta-
Reno?
I'll keep going. So he calls. He says, "I have a job interview in Reno, Nevada," and we've been to Vegas a few times, which we love. But I was like,
It's basically Vegas.
yeah. So it's not. That's the thing. I know. So
Took me a while to get the name Reno out.
yeah. So I was like, whatever, go do whatever you need to do. And then it was right around Thanksgiving, and he called me from the airport, and he's like, Lisa, I have landed in a world that like we did not know existed. I mean, you land in Reno, it's in the middle of the mountains, dirt mountains we call them, and then the lake is like, depending on where you live in the city, like a 25-minute up and over the mountain.
Yeah. So people,
drive.
if you're listening, I never realized this till I went out there, but Reno is effectively Northern California.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's effectively Lake Tahoe. So it's like when you think of Reno, you think of some
like
armpit.
sleazy.
You think of some armpit place in Nevada.
B-list casinos.
But as you told me when I was out there, they've kind of tried to like remold it as this like Northern California outdoorsy, which it is outdoorsy mecca of a town.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that.
Right. They've renamed the airport Reno Tahoe Airport. They really want to call it like Reno /
But
Tahoe.
this is a double-edged sword because what it's done, and we've gotten to, is now the California influx is coming.
The Californians.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, everybody you meet is either a 5th generation Renoite, which they will tell you, or from California. So when they say, where are you from? And you say Ohio, because I just got Nevada license plates on my car. So they always were very curious. The first thing they say is, oh my God, the humidity.
The California people?
The Nevada people.
Yeah,
Anybody in Reno, they go, oh my God, the humidity. And I was always
Humidity
like,
dry.
where?
Because it's dry.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was always like, what are they talking? Like, I mean, I know growing up in the Midwest, we have like summers that are hot and humid and blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, when I came off the airplane a week and a half ago,
Delicious.
it was like a wall of humidity hits you here that you don't realize is here.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, but you don't think it's that terrible until you leave it and your body like doesn't understand that thick. It's just weird. That's all I can say.
Yeah, there's a
It's
lot
true.
of water.
It's a
There's a lot of
legit
water in
thing.
the air. So
Yeah.
So how much do the people that live in Reno hate all the people that are living there from California? So okay, another thing needs to be mentioned is Reno is like what, 2 hours from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So a lot of these like ritzy, rich California people are moving there because it's a lot cheaper, and you can still, and there's no
Better
there's
income
no
tax.
there's a much better tax situation there, and if
Less
you,
regulations.
less regulations, and if you still need to work in the Bay Area and stuff, it's not like
No, it's just a couple hours.
yeah, it's not like crazy.
Yeah. No, there's lots of people that work, still have their businesses there.
But I'm assuming this is like driving up. This is doing bad things to the Reno area. I'm assuming.
Well,
with
it
all these
depends on-
It's driving up
people.
the housing.
It's driving up the housing.
The housing is crazy because, you can sell your 1,400 square foot, home from the 1954 in San Jose for 1.2 million.
Right.
And you can come
By
to
Tahoe,
Reno.
Tahoe side place for that much. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. And probably not on the lake, but I mean, Michael what was the mean housing in Reno right now?
Like 460
460.
Whoa.
median.
And I mean, Reno's a small city. So, and it's only going up.
So we've gotten a little away from backpacking, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
This paint, no, it's a good, because I think people do never consider Lake Tahoe as even a back. It's not necessarily considered a back. Tahoe is known as a skiing destination, I think, for most people.
You
Yeah.
were wrong. The average
Andy's Googling stuff.
home in Reno is 403.
No, it just came out.
Sorry.
Just came out.
Sorry.
He's got the article. Check the Reno Gazette Journal.
Average or median? It's median.
This is median.
Median's
Average.
better.
As of when?
We want the median.
This is
not the mean.
What are you
is
fact
Zillow.
checking over there?
Yes, that's why he's doing that live.
Yeah.
I saw him like Google image searching Reno while you guys were talking.
Reno Gazette Journal.
So,
RGJ.com.
so another thing that I don't necessarily want to talk to, but the COVID situation in Reno is much better
was
than
459
where we live right now.
Well,
That's another thing.
it depends on who you ask. To be honest, I have people there that are just as freaked out about it as they are here.
But the caseload's much better.
Well, the
It's
population,
smaller.
the population of Nevada, I looked it up before I came here. The population is only
3.
it's like 2.4 Google it. It's like 2.7 million.
What am I looking up?
Population of Nevada?
No,
Yeah.
it's like 3.
No, I looked it up.
Population of Nevada, Andy.
Why are you guys looking up all this random stuff?
Because
I don't know
I
where she's
had
going
all
with
these
Because
people.
you're gonna fact check us.
I had all these people being mad about us coming.
3.08.
Wow,
Okay.
that's small.
Yeah, and the population of Ohio is like
It's
over
11,
12.
it's 11 million.
Okay, or it's close to 12 million. So they were saying, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't be coming from that," because Nevada got put on the Ohio list where you were supposed
Right.
to.
Only been in the
It
news
wasn't a
lot.
mandatory quarantine, but
Suggested here in Ohio,
Suggested.
but it's on all the lists of like really high.
yeah, because they have this high rate per 100,000, but they don't have that big of a population, so the rate is higher. And you go into our county compared to
Vegas.
compared to Vegas, it's crazy. But
Yeah, I'm assuming that's where all it is.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's all in
everybody there
Vegas.
is watching. I mean, we've had a mask mandate. First of all, we have a Democratic governor, so he's able to do a little bit more.
You're talking about from like
political statements.
you're
No, I
talking-
just mean in this political environment.
Religion is next.
Nice.
We haven't gotten the fact that you can get hookers out there too.
Oh, they're shut down right now. They're pissed.
Hey,
Hey, that's how they're earning money.
hey,
know.
I don't know how you
Do
social
they get-
distance
do
in the
they get-
brothel.
No,
do
but
they get
there's-
stimulus? Do they get
Andy and I
part of the
thought
stimulus?
I don't think they
a fun.
did. They were
Andy
pretty
and I
upset
thought
about
a fun
They don't
video
get the
idea would be
$600?
take a bunch of hookers
Oh,
out
I don't know.
backpacking with us.
They didn't get the PPP loans or whatever.
They did not. That's surprising.
No, they're really mad. They've brought lawsuits against the state because they said, who are they? Salons. So you can be in a hair salon, and have masks, and supposedly they have this whole.
Not everything requires
regulations
contact.
figured out. You have to
In a
be
brothel,
supposedly.
the good stuff does.
Supposedly they had the quick tests for COVID there too, and then you have to come in. With
Brothels
your
on it.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
test
on
you at the
it.
door.
I know. I'm sure they have
just
lots
add-
of clients waiting for them
They
to
just
come
add,
in.
Sure they
add
do.
$15 to your bill and you get the COVID
Yeah,
test.
COVID test.
And you get a
Nice.
buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mustang Ranch Lounge.
Mustang Ranch has a
Hey,
buffet.
we're joking, but those places are supposed to have very good dining. Though.
Let's
Like
look.
Hooters.
Oh, okay.
Hooters,
No.
you go for the wings.
The Mustang
on,
Ranch.
hold on, I'm
Yeah,
gonna look up
Google
the-
it.
I'm gonna-
The Mustang Ranch has
Lounge.
like a legendary chef there or something. I don't know.
So the guy that owns the Mustang Ranch and owns all that land, it was out in the middle of nowhere, and Elon Musk, visited somehow
Lounge
out
ribeye
there.
steak.
Oh, and so the Tesla factory and the Panasonic
It's out there.
is on his land.
Oh, I didn't know
Mustang.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did it get to the employees get a discount?
I don't know. I know those employees are bust everywhere. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Andy's on the
solid menu.
Andy's on the Mustang Ranch
The
menu.
Mustang Ranch website.
They got halibut for $23.
No, wait.
Fettuccine. Look at the wild Mustang
Andy's
burger.
looking
First of
at the Brothels restaurant menu right now. Jumbo chicken wings, $10. All
We
right.
are
Hey,
glad.
you
We
can
are
get-
glad the casinos are.
You can
open.
get a full breakfast for $8 there.
Really?
Yes, wild horse breakfast.
So because you spend the night.
I don't know. That sounds
more than
expensive.
$8.
That sounds expensive. All right, so we'll bring this back to backpacking
Okay.
somehow. So, okay, before you moved out to Reno, though, were you guys aware that you were moving to an outdoorsy kind of mecca?
No,
Yeah.
Really?
I was not.
Were you?
I mean, as far as just Reno,
Just the Reno Tahoe area.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
a very
I knew
outdoorsy
skiing.
place.
I knew skiing.
See, I think of it as a skiing
Yeah.
destination, but when I was out there last year, and as you know now, there's fantastic backpacking there.
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah,
every
'cause
weekend.
And you
Let's go
guys have
somewhere every
definitely
weekend.
embraced outdoor lifestyle there.
Yeah, that's
well,
that
see,
you
I,
have.
I moved there in January, so it was
That's right.
peak
You were
ski
there for a
season.
while.
So I'm skiing every weekend
By
and
himself.
Then, by myself, and then we got to the end of the ski season. I'm just sitting in my apartment, like, what am I gonna do? I'm like, wait, there's a lot of hiking around here.
I honestly didn't know.
Downloaded all trails and just started finding
until
trails.
I knew of the Tahoe Rim Trail, I didn't know. I mean, there's a lot of even the PCT goes through that area. There's the Tahoe Rim Trail. There's tons of other trails that I mean, you guys like hike every.
Well, it's almost
weekend.
like you don't want to do the same trail twice.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
every
your
weekend.
favorite day hike?
Well, he just did a really good one.
Yeah, I
without
like
us.
Marlette Lake.
What's it called?
Marlette Lake.
What? How many miles is that?
Out and back, it's about 9 to 10.
Oh,
I was just
that's
reading about that
That's a
one last
solid hike. That's
That's by Schooner.
It's really-
I saw.
You can start from Spooner, yeah.
Okay.
It's not far off the TRT.
Are the trails, are the hiking trails pretty crowded?
Right now.
It depends.
They are more now.
Do people
Yeah.
wear masks when they're hiking?
Some do.
If they're from California.
Really?
Yeah. Like when you drive around Lake Tahoe.
Do you go to the
notice
California
difference.
side a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes, 'cause
notice
we're
a
not
big
far from
difference?
Well, a lot
Yeah.
of things are shut down.
Tahoe City, I noticed a big
Mount.
difference.
Here's a
Really?
recommendation. Mount Talek is a great day hike in Tahoe.
Yeah.
That's
that
what
might-
I
he
that's what I
just
did
did it.
after I dropped off.
Poucher.
And Poucher.
What's up,
Yeah.
Poucher?
Not trolling
No, it's
us for a
awesome.
change.
Yeah, he doesn't troll us.
Michael just did it
With
the
the
weekend
dog.
I was here when he was by
I
himself.
dropped her off at the airport and drove straight there. And
Oh, yeah.
When is your next backpacking trip? Do you have one on the? You're entering prime backpacking season right now.
Right
for that
now,
area.
right now,
Literally,
yeah.
right now for the next like month and a
Yeah.
half.
Tell
Yeah.
him what you are trying to convince me to do.
well, yeah. So I mean, school's starting up here, so trying to figure out because I was taking Fridays off because trying to like reduce the crowds. So I was
Yeah,
hike
yeah,
on Friday
right.
versus like Saturday.
Right.
Or
That's
Sunday.
good.
Big difference in the
Yeah.
crowds, I assume.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume. I mean, certainly seems like it. So, and something I thought Nicholas would like. There's a star sanctuary by us. I guess there's only 7 in the world.
What's that mean?
What's a star sanctuary?
Essentially, it's so dark that
Like
you
there's
can.
such little light pollution.
Google it.
Yeah, you're
Really?
so far
Annie,
away.
Google it.
I'm Googling.
Massacre Rim.
So this is a
It's about 4.5 hours from Reno.
Oh.
which direction?
Straight
is
north.
Is it in Nevada?
Straight north. So is it in the desert?
Mm-hmm.
It's like where Burning Man is.
So where?
It's you pass Burning Man
Is
area.
that Area 51?
No,
South.
Area
That's
51
by
south.
Vegas.
Yeah.
By the way, they're highly monitoring the Burning Man area.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
are.
Why?
Because they
Afraid
think
people
people
are
are
gonna-
still going to go.
Well, they canceled Burning Man.
Well,
yeah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they won't go.
So another fun thing about Reno, I never knew this, and
Oh,
I
this
flew
looks
out
cool.
there.
Do you camp out there? Like under the stars?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Because there's like no light pollution at all.
right.
Yeah, so you just like camp and then
Yeah,
that'd be
it's
sweet.
really it's like a lot of it's BLM land, so you can just do whatever
Okay.
you want.
and you have to bring all your own water, and
So
BLM is
you're doing this?
Bureau of Land Management.
that's what
nice.
he's trying to
I
convince
knew,
me.
Black
I knew,
Lives
I knew
Matter.
what that meant. I was like, I knew what that meant. So you drive there.
I know, we've been
Is
saying
this
all
a
the
car
time,
camp?
and-
Is this a car camp?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
because there's really not much hiking. Like I've looked, there's not a whole lot of hiking.
Could
trails.
you shoot out there?
Yeah.
you could.
Yes.
So you're
Yeah,
interested in
as
this?
long you
sort
just
of
have to be
thing?
like so
Well,
far away from.
I mean, it's 4.5 hours. You sleep, you drive back 4.5 hours. I mean, you're there for the dark. You're
Yeah.
not
Right.
there for.
Okay.
So
Right.
I
That'd be
could-
worth it.
Yeah.
I
I
think
could-
it's sweet to see.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have the get up for us all to sleep outside yet.
What do you need?
A tent
He's got a tent.
for like 1.5 persons.
What tent did you guys? Oh, you slept in an REI tent, didn't you?
Yeah,
he's
the
got-
Flash. Is it Flash Air too?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you're
it's a
gonna
nice
get one
one.
of those. You need to get what I have for car camping, like a big Coleman, like a $30, like
I think
30
we can ask
pound.
her.
It's not gonna rain
thing.
there. Just get a
No.
mosquito net.
That's true. There's probably no bugs either.
There's
Yeah,
got to
probably.
be snakes. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
How do you like that tent? The Flash Air 2.
I like it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, easy setup.
Well, that's a new tent. Is that,
Yeah.
is that one?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
new tent.
It's newish. Yeah.
It fits him
Does
and
he
a
use trekking
13-year-old.
poles?
I used trekking poles the first time. The second time I tried the poles.
That's like
that
one of
came
their
with it.
ultralight
I
tents.
prefer the poles that came with it. I thought it just
Probably gives a stronger pitch.
Were
yeah.
you good?
Does it have a center rod that goes?
No.
Oh, nice.
See, there's 2 side ones, but nothing across the center.
So this is the REI Flash Air 210.
Mhm.
I'm looking at it. It looks
It's-
more like an ultralight style tent.
It's kind of, but it's got some poles to it.
It looks kind of like a tarp tent.
And 2 people you slept in there. You guys
Yeah,
both
Nick-
slept
yeah.
in there.
Well, a 13-year-old.
He's like
Yeah, but
2/3 of a
there's-
human.
Yeah.
He's as tall as you are.
Yeah, I mean he's like
Shut up.
he's like 2/3 of a person. So comfortably
rec-
2 people in
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Andy
most-
recommended the tent.
Most 2 people.
I gave you a list of
Yeah, I
tents
guess.
budget wise.
Most
Yeah.
2-person tents are not really 2-person tents.
Right. No,
You
it's
know.
comfortable. We were gonna take the dog the last time. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, the
But we
dog
think
has not gone on
I
an
think there'd be room
overnight.
for a dog.
So
in there.
that's another thing I wanted to bring up is you guys have how old is she now?
She'll be a year
In a month.
and a month.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
she's
so she's like an adult almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And is this a trail dog?
She
has
has
she been
become,
broken?
She has become one, and she
She's
is
an awesome trail dog.
Really?
Yes.
She just stays on the trail.
She stays on trail. Now this is a chocolate lab. Is she off leash?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Do
I did.
people
Always
yell
wanted
at
a
you?
trail
So I
dog.
did Mount Talek Talik with her off leash pretty much the whole time.
Do you have the like saddle bag thing to put on her? But are you going to take her on overnight? That's the
well,
next
to
thing.
do overnight, I think I'd have to get.
He's
the
trying
you
to
got
figure out how to
saddlebag.
do the TRT with her.
Bring her on the TRT.
That's a lot of food to carry.
We can strap her with booze.
At least one night we could put a couple bottles.
Put a bottle on her. We have the last couple. We did a trip this year with David Gray, and he brought 2 dogs.
Oh, I love that video. I love that
And
video.
he
With his
strapped them
dogs?
down with dogs.
Yes.
And it was pretty sweet.
You see the video of the dog coming up into my hammock in the morning?
Yes. You know, I always
Scared.
think of Allie, your wife. I mean, she would be obsessed with Kona hiking.
This dog came.
Yeah.
It was 1 a.m. in the morning,
Oh.
and I was sleeping, and it was it's chocolate.
Yeah.
And they have bear-shaped faces.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it was 1 in the morning, and I was in a hammock, and it came up.
It
came
wasn't
up-
in a tent?
No.
It got out to go to the bathroom, and it was so excited, and it woke me up, and it scared the
The
shit out
dog
of me.
takes itself out?
Yeah, he just
No.
opens the tent. The
That-
dog's got to go.
I don't think our dog would be
Yeah.
ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, this dog's like 8.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it came up to me. It like crawled under my tarp and got, trying to lick my face. And I
Yeah.
thought I was like
Gonna
asleep. I thought it was a bear. And I was like,
Oh
what?
my God.
It scared the shit out of me. Oh my God.
Well, we keep wanting to put like a tracker on her to see how
GPS.
long her hikes are, because
She goes back and
She-
forth.
oh, back and forth
zigzags
the
around.
entire way up. I'm like, she's hiking at least double what we are,
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually having to chase her down the trail. Like she just plows ahead.
and she'll find the trail for
Yeah,
him.
she'll find the trail for me.
Oh,
Like
that's
there'll be
pretty
like
cool.
not sure where to go, and she'll pick it
She'll
up.
be like, it smells
Now-
good. The people smell this way.
Did you know that, you probably know this, the number 1 cause of human bear interactions
I don't know that. Is this because of a dog?
is off-leash dogs?
Shoot.
I mean, that makes total sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I'm already scared of bears.
Well,
We saw something big that one day.
so another thing.
we
So
saw tracks.
where you guys are, the Lake Tahoe area is a pretty high bear activity, black bear activity area.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's been any like bad encounters with black
No,
bears in
they
that
come
area.
into. I mean, they come down into our
But they're
neighborhoods.
big. They're big black bears
Yeah.
out there. They
Yeah.
come down
Can
into
be.
Reno?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And like getting people's trash?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mhm. Supposedly there was one in our neighborhood. The security guard was telling me that.
Andy's
I don't
Googling bear attacks
really.
right now.
No, there was just
No,
there was
I
just a
actually,
video.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a stat that says that off-leash dogs are the number 1 cause
Yeah,
of bear
no,
encounters.
that is true. Go to the National Park Service website.
Oh, I can see it. When we had her in like training, just like puppy training, they have a hiking class you can do with your dog, but she does not advise taking her dog off leash, not because the dog's going to run away, but because the dog, as soon as they go a little bit off trail, they could find a snake, they could hurt their leg. There's many things that could happen. They could attract a bear. It's not because they're going to like leave you.
Right.
I hadn't thought about that. I thought, oh, don't take them off their leash because they're going to run away.
No, because they're going to scare up some animal. I didn't think about
Yeah.
snakes. That's another solid
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
And she loves water. So
Loves water. That's what you have to watch her. She'll take off for the water.
really?
Mm-hmm.
So you said she was a good trail dog.
She is.
Yeah, you're right. Well, she's still a
No.
puppy.
She's just good.
Yeah, she has some learning to go, but
When are you going to bring her on an overnight?
soon, I think.
Soon, yeah.
Just put her in the tent with you?
I mean, I think the key is, a long enough trail. Make sure she's dead tired.
Tired, yeah.
So she just sleeps.
Yeah.
But she has. I mean, I think it'll be funny to have her carry everything, like all her own food, her own.
Do you have
water.
the
Not like
dog
that
pack
much.
for her?
Yeah, you got to
Not
get the
yet.
dog
That's what I
pack.
have to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you put the food in there. You get like the collapsible water
Yeah, we have
bowl,
that.
Yeah.
and then your bourbon and some other stuff. I mean, they can carry a lot of stuff, so I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Pack animal.
Well, that's why we have her.
Do you ever see people with like actual pack animals out there, like donkeys,
You know,
alpacas,
Llamas.
I mean,
llamas?
Michael's done a lot more hiking, but I was saying to him the other day, rarely. I mean, we hike every weekend, and often are on the TRT. Rarely do I see someone with an overnight backpack on.
Yeah,
It's like,
you were
where
saying
are
this.
they?
So the campsites are not going to be right on the trail. So people that are
Okay.
camping, you're not going to see necessarily. I mean, like what we did was off the trail. Like, and you wouldn't have seen us from the trail necessarily. And we weren't in a camping. I mean, we were just on the
Well, you just
bank of
picture-
some
yeah,
river.
Yeah. The
But,
Rubicon.
but the night before, I was at like a campground that was off of the TRT that you would have seen
Okay.
by
The last place we camped, we didn't realize it because we were just kind of wandering around. It was right off the trail.
So you would have seen it if you were hiking.
Yeah.
But you guys don't see a lot of people like
No.
camping.
Or just like hiking with
Like with backpacks?
overnight
Yeah.
backpacks.
That's
on.
surprising to me because that's a pretty heavily trafficked area.
I think it's just a lot of day hikers.
Yeah. But I would
Yeah.
still think you'd see some backpackers. I always thought it'd be fun to like, you can literally buy an alpaca for like $200.
Yes.
What do you do with? What do you
You,
guys do
you
with
Put all
make
your
them carry
shit on it.
carry stuff.
And what do you do after the hike?
You have fresh alpaca steaks.
that? Do they just naturally follow you?
Well,
or
you
do
got like
I
a,
don't
no, you got
know.
like
You
a,
gotta
like a
train 'em.
bridle.
But how cool would it be to take like one of those like those big fire grates with like a side of beef?
See, wouldn't you like what we're talking about? Where you load up the pack animals with like hundreds of pounds of gear and like you like hike in these
Well, yeah.
big canvas tents.
She had like a bed and everything.
Yeah.
She would do it.
Yeah, not like a real bed, but more than like a sleeping pad.
So, have you heard of this company called Undercover? So all my friends are doing this now.
No.
So they have them in like 8 locations in the country. They have them in Yellowstone, the Grand Canyon. It's called Undercover, and it's like legit glamping. You know, it's the
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
so
Like
it's
I know what you're talking about.
the
Yeah.
big like safari
Yeah.
tents.
Yeah.
So there's some people wanting to do the Grand Canyon one, and you know we're not that far from the Grand Canyon. They're like, you can come out and meet us. And I was like, well,
Are you talking about under canvas?
that's it, under
I
canvas.
was like
Okay.
undercover.
And,
canvas
um,
make that
yeah, I
makes
was
no
like,
sense.
well, do they have indoor plumbing? Like I'm throwing all this stuff out. They're
They-
like, yes.
they have
I
indoor
go-
plumbing?
No.
I go.
No,
I go.
they
do-
probably have outhouses.
I
and
go
wood
do-
So
stoves.
for people who can't see this, they're like canvas style big
They're like trapper
military
shacks.
like trapper shacks.
And then I was like, well, do they have Wi-Fi? Because I like need to watch Netflix tonight. They're like, yes, they have Wi-Fi.
They have
do not
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
No.
That's what they
You
said.
pre-download your Netflix like a real backpacker.
So I don't know. Maybe.
Andy and I actually almost always pre-download and watch Netflix before we go to bed.
Not anymore. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
In
look at this.
Colorado.
Look at that.
Those look sweet. In Colorado, one night.
Yes, yes, that's it. Grand
Yeah.
Canyon.
With
Look at that.
planters and everything.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
gotta have a planter.
I mean, that's camping, but
Not
that's
really.
not really.
I mean, at this point, why not stay in a hotel?
Right.
In Colorado, what we did was one night because you couldn't have fires, we put the trekking pole in the ground and
Oh,
we
yeah.
attached a phone to it and we watched The Office all night.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Now
you
see
just
that?
pre-download it.
Yeah. I don't know. So when you do the TRT, how do you plan for? Okay, so this morning Michael and I were watching the Reno weather on the TV. Nicholas,
Nice.
You were
On the
getting
one,
on.
yeah, nice. 2 News.
Yes. And they're like, South Lake Tahoe, it's 36 degrees as you're waking up this morning. I'm like, how are you planning outfits to go from 36 degrees up to like
It's
80
easy.
That's
stuff?
standard.
It's
It's,
super
not that
easy.
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You take a puffy jacket, you take some thermal tights,
And that's it.
and there it. Take a
Hat
hat,
and gloves.
maybe some gloves.
And you're warm enough.
Yeah.
So
and
that kind of temperature swing,
Yeah.
it's normal.
that's normal.
Okay.
Last year when we were out, that was a fluke year. It was pretty warm.
Yeah.
Like when we were in Colorado last year, it get down to 35 at night and then like 75, 80 during the day.
Oh.
So you have a pair of thermal tights, you have like a 7-ounce puffy jacket and a
Yep.
hat. And that's good for the 30s.
That's good
Okay.
for like the 2 hours.
Yeah,
in
you're
the
only
morning.
out it for like 1 or 2 hours at night. And
But
then you
you're
get your
warm
sleeping
enough
bag.
in your sleeping
Oh, yeah.
environment.
Yeah. We have 20
if-
degree
and also, if
setups.
you watch our video, we're wearing our sleeping bags.
We wear
in
our
the
sleeping
morning.
bags in the morning because it's so cold.
Okay.
And then during the day, you're just in shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay.
So that's the expected swing in the mountains generally.
Okay.
But like last year when I was out there, it was like 50 at night. It was not cold.
No, it wasn't cold.
But normally when you're above, like, I don't know, what's the elevation like?
It's actually not much.
Is it over 10?
No.
Okay.
No, the tops of a lot of the mountains are 10.
Okay. So it's
The-
like you're at like 7, 8, and
Yeah.
7, 8. Okay.
Yeah, the ski resort that we go to is 8360. That's the name of the restaurant.
That's the base.
But like in Colorado, we were sleeping above 11. So it
Like
gets-
once.
Wow.
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah.
But most of the times we were sleeping above 10. And it,
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
like- It
cold.
was anywhere from like 8 to 10, 5.
So you guys obviously don't acclimate yourself when you go to something like that.
No, because I mean, like he's in good shape. We're in like good shape regularly.
Okay. So that plays a
But
part of it.
also what we do is the first 1 to 3 days, like when we were in Colorado, we did very low mileage on purpose.
Which was not needed.
I mean,
Well,
Are you
unless
not
we
drinking alcohol?
we're definitely drinking alcohol.
Because that's what
Not
to
in
me that's
Colorado.
where
Not
I
in Colorado,
noticed
we didn't
it.
take any booze.
I mean,
you get drunk faster.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
like one drink in, and
It's efficient.
you only have to.
Yeah,
it's lightweight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. No, but we'll purposely do smaller mileage. Now, when I was out with you guys last year, now granted, did I hike in the very next day when I flew there? I don't remember if I hung out for a day or two before you dropped me
I don't
off.
think you hung out much.
I think I went in the next day, but I was at like 7,000.
Did you fly out with Dad?
No, I stayed. Remember, I stayed 3 days.
No, but did you come out with him?
uh-huh.
I think
I think you guys dropped me off.
I think the
day,
next
so I
day.
didn't
Yeah.
acclimate, but it was only a 6-mile hike, and I think it was at like 7,500. So physiological altitude is 6,000 and above. So do you guys live above 6,000?
No.
Like
so you're not-
4,500.
so you're not getting much adaptation. So it generally, like Colorado, we hiked in at 6,000, and we spent the first 2 days between 6,000 and 8,000, which is kind of like sounds like what Tahoe kind of is. And then the last 5 days were between like 8,000 and 12,000. So we had
Okay.
3 days to acclimate a little bit, which I would highly recommend
Yeah.
doing. That
But-
helps a lot.
I will continue to say that you and I, we had no issues with altitude in Colorado.
Well, being in like half marathon to marathon shape
Right.
routinely kind of helps with that.
Yeah.
Some people, and
Well, I mean, Red
one
almost
thing-
died.
And one thing we always talked about, yeah, one of our friends almost died. We grew up skiing out west all
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
Nobody in our
we
family
never had an issue.
ever had an issue with altitude sickness.
No.
Ever. So I'm sure there's some sort of like mild genetic component to it, but I've never had an issue with
Hey, I'm
altitude.
telling you, it's that O blood type.
I don't know if I have.
I don't
that
have,
type.
I'm pretty
You guys
sure.
need to type yourselves.
Well, so my daughter's O and Allie's O.
Then you're O.
No, doesn't.
You have an O in there.
I have an O in there, but so do A's and B's.
Yeah, well, you can either be OO or you can be AO. Because
Or you can be BO.
no, mom's A positive.
Correct. You're right.
Your mom is AO.
It's still 50% I'm A or 50% I'm O.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
could
it
just
doesn't
get a
help me.
test and
I
figure
could.
it out.
Just give
So
me-
you can be A or you can be. I just think it's interesting
We're
in this
all-
time
what are you?
period. I'm O positive, not O negative.
So she's O positive.
Yeah, I guess like Michael looked it up because it's like what? How many? You can Google. It's like 37% of
That's
people
actually
are
pretty
O
high.
O
positive.
positive, not O
Yeah,
negative.
I thought it was unique.
O
It's
positive
not.
is kind of a worthless
You're
blood
not-
Yeah,
type.
it's unique. It's not unique.
I'm not
But
even, it's
there
so
was-
worthless. I'm not even going to Google it.
But I mean,
O negative is like, oh, you're the universal donor.
right, our father.
Yeah, right.
But with all that COVID stuff, they were coming
O
out
blood
with
type is
stories
better.
saying
Yeah.
that if you had an O
Yeah.
blood type, they were seeing.
And A's worse.
Yeah, so
Shit.
you better find out.
It's all right. I just won't get COVID. Otherwise, although we've got you guys here,
I know.
we could be
I know.
mixing germs.
It's
I
the
don't know.
whiskey.
The whiskey takes care
Yeah.
of everything.
One thing that I thought that was interesting because of COVID, you told me this. So normally in the Desolation Wilderness, they save X amount of permits for walk-up people, but they're not doing that this year, right?
No, it was all
It's
online.
all online. I think it's a good idea. I
And
wish
even-
they would just do that anyway.
And when I did Mount Tala, supposedly you have to get a day permit, and you didn't have to do that either.
Really?
Oh.
So normally on the TRX,
Yeah, I think just
yeah.
because they're not staffed up,
Oh, I didn't think
so
about
there's
that.
no one really.
They're all
monitoring.
furloughed.
That's why. Like all the Park Service people
Yeah.
are furloughed.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I thought they'd be like, I thought they were pushing to make it fully online registration so they'd know how many people were there at any
No,
given
it's just
time.
'cause they
It's just
don't
because they don't have Park
yeah.
Service people. Okay. That makes more sense. I didn't know that. So do you guys have anything big planned for other than this stargazing thing? Is there anything planned?
Well, we're trying to. Well, if you want to switch into skiing, now's the time you plan all your skiing. I don't know. You
What
probably
do you
don't
have to
wanna switch.
plan?
Well, buying your passes and everything. Like the kids are in
So
full.
you just have to buy a pass though. There's no planning.
Well, it's like cheap. Well,
Well,
no.
the unknown is, are they going to be open?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Have they discussed? Is there any?
I mean, I just don't think they know at this point. But
You
Like-
would think ski resorts, other than the lodge
Here's
aspect.
the problem. No. Here's the problem. They need some data around like if you have COVID on like a lift, how long does it take before it kills it? Do you have to sanitize each chairlift as it comes around?
I think I don't know. That's a great question. It's cold. That helps.
That does.
And you're usually fully bundled.
And you're normally fully bundled.
So you get sprayed at the top.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the research coming out shows now that the majority of the spread we know about does not happen outside.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
like the kids are in programs, and
it sounds like they're going to be
been
canceled.
told that they probably aren't going to be.
So the kids are in ski programs, and they have been told that those are not going forward.
Well,
probably
not. He said go ahead and buy him a pass.
Can you do like backcountry skiing? Could you like hike up a mountain?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
it's huge
and,
there.
And during the shutdown, because the resorts all had to shut down.
And that's when we got all our
people,
snow.
Yes.
Dying from avalanches, right?
Well, just like hooking. I mean, I don't know anything about it. It looks to me like something you have to have unworldly strength to do. But put those skis on your back and just go.
Just
and
walk.
No, but you have to like walk up.
Dude, that's also part of backpacking.
That's a lot of weight.
Well, don't they put the skins on and they kind of?
Well, that's what Dad kept saying. He's like, they're skinning. I'm like, I never
There's
saw anybody
only-
skinning.
Remember we
There's
saw
only
those
skins
snowboarders
if
in
it's
August?
packed.
We did see people
see, it's all-
snowboarding in August.
it's not
I know.
packed.
That was pretty cool,
Yeah.
actually.
It's all powder. So, I mean, the ski resort obviously does not want people coming and doing that on the resort when they're shut down. But people
Right.
were all
I
over.
would think
Yeah.
they could operate just no lodges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
And then
this.
social distance the line.
But how fun is
Yeah.
that?
That's pretty
To not
fun.
have a
It's better
beer?
than not skiing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
Easy
skiing
enough.
this
That's true.
winter.
That's true. And she blew out her ACL, so
Valentine's Day.
that's right. It's gonna suck for you if the lodges are closed.
I know.
be
What am I
sober?
going to do?
No, Sitting in the car?
Yeah, no. You bring a lawn chair, bring it to go,
Yeah.
set up the lawn chair, and
That's
just
true.
look up.
Just look up at the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I
Get a
didn't
tan.
realize that the people running the kids programs were basically saying they don't think it's going to happen this
Yeah.
year. That surprises me. I guess
kinda sad.
I guess COVID's real bad in California comparatively.
The numbers are not good.
No,
it's
but
pretty
the
bad
thing
there.
about California, and this is what I say about
But again,
Nevada.
it's like the big cities.
And most
It's
of
not-
the ski resorts are in Nevada or in California,
That's
correct?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think only the one that
Only
we go
Ma-
to is
Mount
in Nevada.
only Mount Rose is the only
Mount Rose is
Nevada
only
side?
Nevada one,
Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Andy's
But-
pulling up the California COVID numbers.
But I mean, the thing
It's
about
bad.
California,
It's right after New York.
like going back to comparing to Vegas, I mean, think about if you were concerned about the COVID numbers of a city that was 7 to 8 hours away from you.
You're talking about comparing where you live to California?
No,
Las
like
Vegas.
right now,
Oh,
that's what
right.
Las Vegas is to us. So people
Right.
are always like, "Oh, Nevada, you've got such bad numbers." I'm
No,
like,
it's Vegas.
but that
Yeah.
city
Right.
is an
Right.
8-hour drive from us.
Andy, can you tell me how many cases of Nevada are in Las Vegas versus the rest of
It's
the
like
state?
50 out of 58,000.
It's
wow.
really
Okay.
Yeah.
heavily.
By the way, Michael and I are supposed to go to Vegas next month.
Are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I mean, we're not going to leave the resort.
Well,
That's
I
what we
don't know
gotta
if that makes
decide.
it any better.
Yeah, I think it does because I am telling you, they're so
I don't think it's-
safe because they cannot be shut down again.
Yeah, I don't think it's they're getting it at the resorts. I think they're getting it elsewhere.
Yeah. It's a really different population there.
Yeah, I can
And the
see
casinos
that.
are so scared about being shut down again.
What county
It's
is Vegas in? Clark.
Yeah. That's bad.
What county is
I'm looking at
Nevada?
this.
Washoe.
Washoe.
Yeah, so 50,000 in Clark, 6,000 in Washoe.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
And
for
actually
you
only-
guys. Why don't you just go to the Reno casinos?
Well, we
Yeah.
do
I
that
know,
too.
we do.
But just have a staycation in Reno.
Oh yeah.
Well,
go
we'd
to
also
Tahoe.
thought about
She did that already.
we'd also thought about going to Napa because that's only like 2.5 hours from us. which
You
I've
could
never
drive
done.
there, yeah.
But it's California. But supposedly, the Newsom, the governor, who shut the whole state down multiple times now,
Not his
he did not.
vineyards.
He did not shut
Not
his
shut his
vineyards down
vineyards.
in Napa. So maybe we'll go there. I don't know.
Your
but
cases are on the decline though.
Everywhere is.
thank goodness.
Everywhere is. for the
Ever
most
since
part.
July 10th, you hit a strong peak, or
See,
the
that's-
15th.
That's
the
right when
15th.
we were flying here.
Yeah, you hit a
No.
July 15th. You hit a strong
Do
peak.
you know anyone in Reno that's gotten it?
No.
Really?
Oh, I only know people here in Ohio.
I know
Yeah.
several people in Ohio that have gotten it.
Yeah. To be honest, I know people were like nervous to see us. I get it, but we're actually more nervous here.
You should
go
be.
back.
Right. Yeah. It's worse here than there for sure.
Well, and I think Michael's work might not appreciate him back in the office for a little while.
Just go up to everybody's desk and like, I just got back from Ohio. My parents were in New York for a few weeks.
Yes.
Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, Florida. I know. Yeah. So, but backpacking wise, well, no, let's not call us backpackers. We're hikers.
He's a backpacker.
That's true. Well, I don't know what I am, but I still have to watch what I'm hiking. And so Michael will pick something.
Are you going backpacking this year anymore?
I don't know. That's what I'll have to see.
You're in prime season, man.
I know.
Prime
Again, it's
season.
just trying to figure out with the school schedule and.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let her figure that out. You just go into the mountains.
Oh, you mean by himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes to go by himself.
Take a bunch of
Take
this.
him out.
Take one of those.
You can go somewhere that's really popular. There's tons of other people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, or take him.
Do you like backpacking, Nicholas?
Yes.
I think you like it because we have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
He said the funniest thing to me the other day. He goes, did I tell you what he said?
No.
He goes, I think I really like it. I just have to get past all the complaining. You want to come in here? All right, so this is our nephew. Say your name.
Nicholas.
How old are you?
13.
And you have gone backpacking now? Twice. And did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Yes.
What did you like the most about it?
The end.
You gotta talk right into it.
Probably at night.
Why?
Because you can there's barely any light pollution. You can really see
the stars.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
You like swimming in the lakes too, don't you?
Yeah.
The destination always has to have
Or
a lake.
are you telling him you like swimming? Do you actually like swimming in the lakes?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Would you like backpacking in a place that would suck to backpack like Ohio, or are you like now you're getting spoiled?
I would go anywhere.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
we'll take you 90
All right.
degrees.
We'll take you 90 degrees. Ticks,
bugs, overgrown, poison
He
ivy.
hates mosquitoes, though.
Deer flies.
Hey, not many people your age can say they've backpacked though. True story.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
because
he's
tell
been in
him.
the Desolation Wilderness.
Yeah,
He's
very
been a
cool.
premier backpacker.
Well,
Yeah.
and Michael, what were the weights on their packs?
It was on like 25, 30
It doesn't
pounds.
matter. It
They were
doesn't matter.
heavy. They were heavy packs.
Yeah, 'cause how many changes of clothes did you guys
So,
bring?
Nicholas, how many times did I say we're almost there?
Too many times.
You guys bring a lot of clothes.
Yeah, they have a new outfit for every
we
day.
skinnied it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got him those Patagonia pants. I told him that
The Terrebonne.
shape. Yeah.
Those were a hot item on our last live stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bought them too short.
That's right.
That you need to know that about the pants. They're short.
Well,
Patagonia Terrebonne
Can you buy
joggers.
long?
Yeah.
Do they
that
have
kind
a-
of sucks
No.
that you can't because
No.
the larges would definitely be too baggy on you.
No, it'll be fine. It's just the mediums would fit
Have you
all
tried
of you
larges
better.
on? I have a pair of larges.
Here,
in
take
that
them off right
closet.
now.
I have a pair of larges in that closet right now.
Yeah, we need to. I think I might save the mediums for him.
Yeah. Great pant. All right, real quick. What's your favorite piece of backpacking gear?
The shit trowel. What's that thing
He
called?
likes the poop trowel.
Then number 2.
The deuce.
The deuce
Oh,
of
deuce of
spades.
spades.
The deuce.
I don't really care.
Your iPhone. Your iPhone.
Yeah, so our last backpacking trip was to Lake Aloha in the middle of desolation.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Crazy that right by our campsite you got a cellular signal.
Yeah,
So he's sitting there on YouTube in the middle of desolation.
That's okay.
Yeah, but they got
That's
to their
all right.
camp.
We
That's
got there
okay.
super.
They
I
got
do
there
it-
at like
I would
2
do it.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got there so early.
I started early to try to like avoid the heat of the day. 'Cause
Right.
The first hike we did was.
And Michael had one beer can with him.
That's a rookie move, Michael.
One
Make
beer.
him,
The
make
second
him
I had
carry.
zero.
You
Put a bunch
make
in
him
it.
carry all the
Oh, you
beer.
had zero.
I
He
had
had
zero
zero
this
beer
time.
cans because he had his son with him. He
It
was
doesn't matter.
I feel like you'd bring more booze.
But we-
then.
When a dog comes, put all the beer in her stuff.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. He's a trooper. And it's definitely one
Yeah.
of those things you said you can say you did it. Like that's a cool thing for a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
to
not
say.
many. I didn't backpack when I was 13.
I mean, my was first backpacking. I was 40 versus.
Yeah.
No, you got to
12.
hear what's that? Okay, so when he was in 6th grade.
I was in 7th grade last year.
No, Michael.
Between 6th and 7th or something like
Yeah,
that.
Tom. His teacher took them on this huge hiking trip.
Where?
Well, it wasn't hiking. It was more. We just went campground to campground. But it was like 13 days.
Where?
In a van from Hastings.
Yeah, from
old
Hastings.
teacher taking a bunch of boys in a van.
And girls.
Oh, definitely wouldn't fly.
tell me
That
that.
where
would
all
not
you
fly
went.
today.
You went.
Our furthest west was Devil's Tower.
I mean, they
So it
went
was like
So
we did
you
the
went
bad-
like out west.
We
Yeah.
did the Badlands.
Oh, that's cool.
Mount Rushmore.
and camped
Custer State-
every night.
How
Can you
much-
imagine a teacher
how
doing
much,
that?
How much molestation was there?
Zero.
Can you still do that?
I don't think so. I don't think they can still do that. Definitely not molestation.
No, I can't do the molestation. Probably can't do the camping trip either.
No, but can you imagine I can't imagine as a teacher in this day and age.
Too much
taking-
liability.
2 teachers, and there's
Yeah.
probably a dozen of us.
Too much liability.
To going
two
on a
scho-
camping trip?
Yeah.
2
with
school
kids?
vans.
Pass. Nice.
Yep.
That's cool though. All right. We've been ignoring the chat this entire time. Is there anything? Nope.
Nope.
Nothing in chat. Okay.
I mean,
Did you see anything good?
Someone tried to shout out their Instagram, and it was
Who was it?
It was Up Trail.
Up Trail? All right. Shout out to Up Trail. Check out his Instagram.
No, it's his Facebook page.
His Facebook page.
Oh, I thought it was Instagram.
No, I unblocked it. It blocked it for some reason. Up Trail's
Yeah.
a solid dude.
Yeah.
And it was.
It's
in the
his Facebook
beginning-
page for Michigan Hammock Forums.
in the
Okay.
beginning, Kyle hates hiking.
Kyle hates hiking's legit. What did he shout out?
He didn't shout. He said, "You guys are gonna start talking about politics again."
Well, on Friday he asked us an
he was
intricate
trolling
question
us.
about the Federal Reserve that we answered. I didn't realize that. All right. Okay. Any other hot topics? We'll be going almost an hour.
No, not really.
No. Any other?
Nobody
parting
asked
words?
for any good stories about the two of you.
Doesn't look like
We
it.
got a knock on the door.
We got to knock. Who's there?
Oh.
Come on in. Come on in.
Demon child coming
Come
out.
on
Oh,
in.
Nicholas.
Come here. Come here. All right. So, okay. So what you have to talk into this. So,
Okay.
all right. When are you going to start backpacking?
I don't know.
Do you have any desire to backpack?
Yes.
Do you have a desire to
Yeah.
sleep in the
Do you want to
outdoors?
sleep in the woods? First, how old are you?
I'm 8.
What's your name?
Okay. You can say your first name.
Okay,
Just
Anne Marie.
okay.
Anne Marie.
And you're 8.
Yes.
Do you have any desire to go camp?
Yes.
Would you like to sleep in the woods with your brother and your dad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not really.
What about your mom?
Yeah.
Do you think your mom ever would?
No.
Okay. I think the consensus is that as well.
But we do. We do every weekend a pretty legit day hike. And
Yeah,
these
you do.
These
No, I
two,
know.
yeah,
It would be a waste if you guys didn't do that, but that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if I lived 10 miles from the Sierra Mountains,
right,
I would be out there every weekend. Not every
right.
weekend.
Well, and you
most
can even
weekends.
go right behind our house, which
Yeah.
Michael did.
The
he said
dirt
it-
mounds?
Yes.
How was
wasn't-
it?
It wasn't that great.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
Yeah, yeah,
But there's a lot
Better-
of,
is
there's a
better
lot of
than-
horses
You,
right by us.
you need to get into fly fishing now.
yes.
With
one,
them.
one hobby at a time.
Right.
That was
Next hobby. Fly fishing. Go.
That's the next hobby.
We've just dumped a bunch of money into this one,
Yeah, backpacking is
including
not
his
cheap.
car
Yeah.
that he got.
That car looks pretty
Yeah,
sick.
so now I got to
Yeah.
do more off-roading. Or
his,
start off-roading.
his car is because they shot. Are we moving into guns?
We can.
So they went with our neighbor into the BLM lands and had a really cool shooting experience. And then Michael got home and he's like, we do not have a vehicle that can get us there.
Well, we also tried to do a quartz mountain. Like
Oh, yeah, we went to a
there.
quartz mine.
So you wanted like a 4-wheel
Yeah.
off-road thing?
And we
Put
did
a
that
couple
in this-
shotguns in the back.
Yeah, because there was a
Right.
Jeep that passed us as we were walking up the road because
Yeah.
our car could no longer make it. And
Oh,
we have
I
an
didn't know
all-wheel
that.
drive. We have an all-wheel
Yeah, I
drive
thought you
car.
had a pretty like outdoorsy
Yeah.
car.
An Acura.
Well, no.
It still doesn't have much clearance.
Didn't we have the pilot at that point?
That's true. It doesn't.
Yeah,
have
but I
that
took
clearance.
my car.
So the roads were that arduous that you.
Yeah.
It was
really.
Snow was still there.
I didn't know that.
Like you had 2 tire trails
Yeah.
that were up high, and if you were to slip down, your car would be done.
Nevada has phenomenal gun laws.
Yes.
In
That's
fact,
why
Are
everybody
there
goes.
are there gun laws
They have,
at all?
They have no gun laws. Yeah, nice.
But that's I mean that is a huge hobby there for. That has nothing to do with your political affiliations, your economic status.
Yeah, I mean, you go hike on the weekends, you can hear the automatic weapons firing in the distance.
Nice. We'll take ARs with us.
Yeah.
Cool.
And interestingly, it's not for. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the hunting thing is
It's just
there.
fun to shoot those guns.
Yeah, it's
you
fun
can-
shooting.
You just drive away from the houses and you can start shooting.
Cool.
All
So
right.
now we currently have a car that can supposedly get us there.
Nice. All right. Good.
Although
Good.
we all get trouble getting in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. Are we done? Anything else?
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun. Thanks for coming in. We've had the
Yeah.
entire Schill family on the podcast now in
Yes.
various snippets. I think that's been fun. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
Go click that red button right there.
Yeah. Let's go eat some pizza.
Let's go eat some pizza. Enjoy. Stay safe out there. Oh, hold on.
No,
and we'll see everybody
Not that one.
on the next one. All right, hit that one.
No, Nicholas.
Nope. Nicholas, hit that red button.
Yes.
Yep, right there. Yep.
And hit
Yep.
end.
There we go. And now